Hey, how's it going? My name is jackiefishhh and welcome back to some more Arena Total War. Today we're going to be jumping in and asking the question, are these armored legionaries any good, or should you go ahead and just play as the basic legionaries, as they are much faster, they have much more maneuverability and kind of offer a better job for champions basically like Germanicus. We're going to be playing with Sulla because I think this is basically what armored legionaries should be played with. Sulla kind of really does fit to the playstyle, and also they are really slow compared to the legionaries, even though stat-wise I was looking, they're not actually that much slower. If you look at that, movement speed is 3.4 on these guys, and then if we compare them to the other unit, the legionary unit, the faster one, they're only 0.2 faster. Now granted, I think their turning speed is 100 more, which is pretty crazy, but even still, like, that's not that much slower, but they feel a lot more slower. So I don't know what the kind of adjustment is there, which really is taking these guys down. I guess it's just the ability to turn around and stuff. So I think just straight off the bat from my time playing, if you want to go with Germanicus, legionaries are your best bet. They kind of offer you more of an aggressive play style, and you maneuver around, and they have an aggressive strike, whereas this one doesn't do as much damage, I don't think, but offers you more of a defensive play style. So if you are looking for that kind of Germanicus gameplay, I think going down the legionary path, the legionary tree, is better, going all the way down to Palatines. And if you want to go for more of the tankier approach where you play with Sulla, I think the Imperial Guard is the best route. But again, I feel like both of these guys can be played with either or. You know, you can kind of fit the playstyle around the commander itself. And that's why I actually really hope. Sorry, I'll just quickly show this. Yeah, I basically got them fully upgraded. You know, all the best weapon and shield. I haven't really got these armor pieces. I think I'm just going to skip them and go straight down to the next veteran armored legionaries. And that's why I really hope that they change ranked mode from tier 5 to at least tier 6 or 7. Because if we take a look at the tech tree, I'm pretty sure we can. Just look at like it just adds so much more flavor to the battle. If you got at tier 5, you're kind of stuck at Principes. You've got like good access to everything, but nothing too crazy. Whereas tier 6, you've got kind of access to armored legionaries, Norman legionaries. Units become a lot more tanky. You get access to some pretty cool premium units. I can't look at the other factions, but I know the other factions really start to diversify at tier 5 and 6 as well. I believe barbarians get some decent Valksmen at tier 6. The Greeks get, you know, pretty decent infantry as well at tier 6. I feel like it's much more balanced at tier 6 and like tier 6 than it is at tier 5. And I think like all the unit roles can be played at tier 6. Obviously, when you go up to like tier 7 and 8, things start getting a little bit like shaky. I don't think slingers are as strong at the higher tiers compared to archers, just because the archers get huge range buffs. But at like tier 6 and 7, I think it's absolutely fine. So I really hope when rank does come, they will decide to increase the level which you play at, because I think tier 5 will just won't be as fun. Units die quite quickly at tier 5, but when you do start to hit that tier 6, units become a lot more tankier, and you really start to kind of get more interesting games, because units have more abilities and stuff. So that's definitely my hope that they do bump it up. And I think they might, honestly, because they did do a XP test, which we saw in the last episode, where we got to see them pretty much giving 100% more experience in games, just as a test to see how people like it. And I personally think that should 100% be what the normal XP grind is. It made the game so much more enjoyable to play. I didn't feel like I had to grind 3 or 4 days to get units, you know. It felt like I was making progress all the time. And there's so many units to unlock as well, so it's not like I'm ever gonna stop that progression. And I think when rank comes out as well, that feeling of needing to progress and stuff will be facilitated with ranked play, rather than you'll be like, oh well, there's nothing left for me to do, I'm gonna stop playing. Well, no, because you can go on and play ranked if you've unlocked all your units, and it's not like it's still not going to take you a while to get to tier 10. It's still going to take you a long time, just maybe not as long as previously. So yeah, I really hope they do keep the XP. I think it's a great improvement to the game. I'm not sure if the XP is still on, because I guess I said I haven't really played Arena too much recently. I'm kind of waiting till rank comes out before diving myself in once again. So yeah, they've got some cavalry up there. We do have some architecty, and I guess we're just going to advance up. The nice thing is about being armored legionaries, so even though I'm slow, I can really make my advancement known, and I can basically take a decent amount of fire. We are playing Sulla. Oh god, I thought I was playing Germanicus for a second. I was going to say, we are playing Sulla, so We know we can use this whip to move around the battlefield quite a lot. And I also decided to take just a ton of consumables at the moment. Spikes are so ridiculously OP. I really hope they change them in the future. So because of that, like, just taking these infantry stakes is like no reason not to right now. And basically just sticking them like in the thing, so you can barely see them as well. I know a lot of people who play the game at high tiers, they play with their graphics down on really low, just because it offers them the ability to see these stakes in the woods. Is he gonna pop it? Is he gonna do it? Are you making stakes or not? Oh yeah, you are. Because it's just so quick to put up stakes and stuff. It's actually kind of ridiculous. So yeah, I guess we'll just go to their base. They've pushed to our base. Oh, we don't have anything back as well. This battle... Oh, we have archers there, though. We have some tier 3 archers. What the fuck is this person doing? I guess he's trying to level these guys up, but even still. We're just going to advance with everything. Maybe these spikes will kill someone, but maybe they won't. And we'll play a couple games as well. We need to make sure we whip, though, as quickly as possible. Like, obviously, these archers are going to be an issue. If we have cavalry, we kind of need them over here. This cavalry should have really come over towards our to their base. I mean, we personally can just sit in here and... Oh, we're not... I keep on thinking we're Germanicus. We're not. We are Sulla. But what I can do is I can pop some caltrops down there. And basically, if anyone tries to come in here, we can stop them off. But the Falconsman is doing a good job at scaring off these archers, and we do also have cavalry coming in. So I think my job is just to jump into the cap. Not a very exciting game, but I think, you know, I want to win, and we are losing a battle at the moment. If they can scare off the archers, I think we might, as long as we can keep decapping. Doesn't look like they have many cavalry. But yeah, overall, I think the... Yeah, we'll cap really quickly now. Overall, I think the game in its current state needs to have consumables nerfed, because they are just kind of ridiculous at this current purge. Like, I just really honestly haven't enjoyed this patch much. Like, and that's kind of one of the reasons I haven't really played, like, at all, honestly. Like, I honestly have not played much whatsoever, and it's a shame. Because I was playing like every single day, every single evening. I was jumping on with my friends and just playing some good games, and I just haven't really had that in this patch whatsoever. Archers are really OP. Consumables are just so cancerous. Greek cavalry's got really frustrating with Anvil just not popping off and staying on units. I guess I really haven't been enjoying high tier maps either. They've kind of been killing the game. Obviously, I'm going to come back for ranked when it does come out, and maybe if they do another patch. They are definitely making good bonuses. You know, they're making good progress, and they're kind of fixing things which were wrong with the game. I believe in the last patch, Vercingetorix and Miltiades both got nerfed. Vercingetorix actually got nerfed pretty hard, which is cool. I'm not going to complain about that, at least for his cavalry. Now, it's kind of in a hard spot, because obviously you've nerfed him. I don't know if that was... I don't know if the XP is still on or not, because that's kind of a lot of XP considering I didn't really do anything. I think the XP is still on 100 times, but maybe that's just because that was my first one of the day. But anyway, we'll immediately jump into another game, and hopefully this time we'll get some action, because I didn't really get to show you what the Armored Legionaries are all about in that battle whatsoever. So we'll hopefully jump in and get more of an aggressive game that time. But I mean, I think that was one of our only ways to win there. I didn't really obviously want to fight elephants, so I just went to the base. So yeah, it's kind of in a tricky spot with Vercingetorix, because you've nerfed him obviously quite heavily to make him just not ridiculously OP of cavalry, because I think a lot of people were just spamming him with cavalry and then just, you know, killing everything in their way. And I think that also made Roman cavalry really suck, because Vercingetorix just did what, you know, Scipio did, but a million times better, right? So why do you ever want to why do you ever want to play, you know, Scipio? So now that he's been nerfed, it's good because it makes Roman cavalry a little bit better and more interesting. But it's made barbarian infantry worse because obviously, you know, he's received that huge debuff. So it'll be interesting to see what they're going to do to barbarian infantry. I imagine barbarian infantry is going to be looked at and, you know, changed around a little bit maybe. Maybe just getting more bonuses in the woods or something would be very nice. And I guess we'll just go down to the hot gates. Again, I don't want to go down to the hot gates and then all of a sudden run into pikemen and have to run the other way because, you know, obviously we're armored legionaries. I don't want to just be running around the battlefield. But we can also form up some spikes and stuff maybe, just to kind of barricade off the hot gates for a little bit. And we can use that to our advantage. If we do run into pikemen, we can pop our whip and just throw down spikes and, yeah, abuse the enemy that way. So let's just move up here. We'll go ahead and select 2. We'll stick you up first. Obviously, everyone, we can whip our way to victory. Yeah, as you can see, I haven't really played too much over the most recent days, so I'm quite slow with my micro and pressing numbers and abilities and stuff. It's because it's been a little while since I've last played. But with whip, I can't imagine we are that slow. We got up to 4 movement speed, which honestly is not bad. Like, our turning speed and, you know, acceleration and stuff is really crappy, but besides that, it's not actually that bad. So we'll let number 2 go first. And again, we don't want to push too hard in the hot gates because we need the rest of our team to also being pushed up. Again, he's AFK, which is always fun. And so we're going to let number 2 go first. The annoying thing is, as well, these archers, you know, going in the hot gates can be dangerous because, obviously, if you don't have Testudo or something, you're kind of an easy target for javelins and archers and stuff. Luckily, though, our archers are hitting away on their javelin. They need to be shooting with javelins more than anything else. Okay, here we go. This is kind of good what we got. So, I'm actually going to take this fight, honestly. Oh, we could be really, really cheeky here. I mean, I'm going to surround them. There's no escape for them. These tier 4s are going to be smashed. And this honestly should never happen. A tier 4 should never get in a game with a tier 6. Why is he pinging me like I'm going to die or something? Hello, I can see. Okay, we hopefully are going to get these down at a perfect time. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Oh, no! That sucks. Don't know why, like, I was getting pinged, though. Like, I'm going to die here. I'm tier 6. Like, come on. I'm tier 6. Like, I honestly do not need this help. And honestly, these slingers should not be shooting me. I might push up here. Yeah, I'm going to push up into the center, actually. Leave this unit to fight. That was like a split second on going off as well. It's such a shame. Make sure we pop this off. I don't think I need to. Yeah, I honestly don't think I need to. This guy should not be shooting me. I've got this fight. Am I going to rout? No, I'm not. I need to be careful, though, because this is a Scipio. I'm going to go and fight here. But you should hopefully be seeing the strength of these tier 6s. But yeah, as I said, this should never be a thing. Like, this is I think the biggest problem with Total War Arena at the moment. Tier 4s getting into a game with tier 6s. Like, the power difference between these guys is so big that it should just honestly never be a thing. Like, ever, ever, ever. I might actually be a little bit cheeky here. And just build some stakes in the back, so if they do try and retreat, I'm going to be here, like, ready to stop them. Oh, killing me. I mean, we're not going to be able to catch these guys either. And I'm also going to pop down some caltrops just randomly. Make sure we pop that. Make sure we do that. We can actually probably go out of form combat as well. We're getting hit by archers here, but luckily, you know, being Scylla, we are pretty tanky. We should also be able to kill these guys. He hasn't popped his vengeance yet either, which is kind of nice. I mean, these archers are a nuisance right now. They actually are kind of annoying. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what I'm doing here. I'm just going to get shot to pieces, aren't I? We can get a peeler throw off here, but missiles are just going to do a lot of work. Make sure we pop all our abilities. Keep on the pressure. I mean, to be fair, this phalanx has kind of done everything I need to do. I guess I'll just pull out of here then. The phalanx will win that. And yeah, this is not a good position for me because I'm just getting shot to pieces by missiles. Yeah, this was dumb of me. I don't know why I came all this way out. We'll bring back this unit though. We honestly need. Oh yeah, this is a big problem right here because right now I'm getting killed by all their missiles because our missiles can't kill them. If our missiles could be shooting them, then I wouldn't be getting hit as much as I am. Luckily over here though, I didn't actually get enveloped, which is nice. Yeah, you guys just come round. We'll try and obviously help our missiles. Slingers and stuff are doing a good job. But in the center, we've kind of been opened up quite heavily. Yeah, I lost this battle, unfortunately. I think I would have actually have won. I guess I'm just going to try and slow them up as much as possible. So let's pop off this. Normally, I don't like to pop prescription off unless I'm got other units I'm helping. Because, like, I'd rather, like, Sulla does have some good killing power with his whip, you know, it gives him, what, 52 melee attack, which is pretty crazy. I guess maybe I should have done it, yeah. I don't know, maybe I should be popping both of these off when I can. It's just, I didn't want to pop off prescription here, because I wanted to still do some damage, but I guess I should have just slowed them up. As soon as I saw my allies had died, and it was just me versus, like, 6, I definitely should have popped off prescription, just because of the amount of bonuses it would have done. Looks like we're going to win, though, and we did okay this battle. Nothing really too crazy, but yeah, we're going to win. So 2 wins, I guess, at least is good for our Sulla. And I guess these battles have just shown how goddamn slow Armored Legionaries can be, and once you kind of have like one decision in when you're playing as Armored Legionaries, you pick a place and you go for it, and you're kind of stuck in doing that. Whereas with the other forces, the normal Legionaries, you have the opportunity to kind of move around the battlefield. And one of the things I love about Arena is there's just so many combos you can do. Like, so like as I was saying, like Legionaries are really good with Germanicus, but they're also pretty decent with Sulla as well, because, you know, their kind of main focus is the whip, or is their speed, either the Armored Legionaries, and whip will obviously enhance that over and over again, and fortification will make them just a little bit more tanky as well. So, you know, Sulla does supplement really, really nicely a lot of their weaknesses and kind of improves the benefits of them Legionaries. So, I don't know, I'm still up in arms what one I prefer. I guess these guys are just really, really good because they're a bit more aggressive. And I imagine at the higher tiers as well, as you continue to go up, they become better and better, especially at, like, you know, tier 9 and 10. I imagine that they become really, really decent, and, you know, that speed bonus from Sulla is good. I also think experience is still up there at 100% more, because 2,000 experience for a win where I didn't exactly do amazing. I think, yeah, experience is still up there, and again, I think this is amazing. I think they should 100% keep it how it is. It makes the game so much more enjoyable, allows people to kind of get through the earlier tiers much quicker. So hopefully we will see that continue as we carry on in the arena play. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to drop a like and a comment down below, and I will see you guys in the next one.